have to do all this information because I don't know any of this information. Well, I guess I cannot call Bendy. Do I have to put in, like, his phone number? I don't even know his phone number. I could call Baby Boss. This one's got to be easy. It's not going to be easy. So is that going to be him calling? I don't know. After name, you guys don't need to know this information. It's another Revolving now. Hello? Are you Bendy? Hello, are you Bendy? Are you Bendy? Are you Bendy? Bendy, talk. Bendy. Bendy, my boy. Literally, Bendy, talk to me. Bendy? Bendy? Yeah. Hello? I'm calling you. Bendy. 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 Bendy, it's me. Delete that before it goes bling bling again. I can call Sans. This is just a prank call. Don't look at it. What's up with the ripoffs? Like, these are not even working. The pointless button. Let's do this. Since this video is about Bendy and the Ink Machine, let's say Bendy and the Ink Machine. Bendy and the Ink Machine, Chapter 3 gameplay. Bendy Ink Machine is Chapter 3 out? Do you really mean it? Oh. Well, good morning, BG Mike, whoever you are. This must be it.
We've always said that the best thing about Minecraft is what you, the players, have made with it.
You guys are not watching this, but I am.
Bendy Chapter 3 teaser analysis? You betcha! Hey you Prodigy's Prod Charles here, and in this video, I'll be sharing with you a teaser analysis for Bendy and the Ink Machine Chapter 3. Many of you probably already know about this teaser and have been asking about it. It basically shows Boris looking around from behind a door frame with a wrench in its hand. Looks like a simple teaser showing that Boris will help us out, right? Well, the Prodigy's no better than to judge a book by its cover, and I've got 6 points to consider when looking at this teaser. So let's dive into this. 1. Let's start with the wrench. This gives me very big Wally Franks vibes, and I've secretly been hoping that Wally Franks has been Boris all along. Let me explain. In my Bendy and the Ink Machine theories, I have proposed that one possible sequence of events is that Jelly Drew performed a ritual that turned his employees into the searchers and the cartoons that they were making. Wally Franks is the janitor and seems to play a big part in the maintenance of the studio. In Chapter 1, we also collect a wrench to help restore the Ink Machine to its former glory. This means that the ritual may in fact have turned Wally Franks into Boris, as the wrench would be the biggest symbol to suggest this. Regardless, it looks like this teaser is telling us that Boris is there to help us out and fix things. Just because Boris looks friendly in the teaser though, doesn't mean we might not expect some kind of drawback. Wally Frank's audio recordings make frequent references to him being out of here when talking about his job. This might lend to Boris being a passive, scared character. Just look at that pose in the teaser. On the other hand, Boris could be on a mission to break everything in the studio. Chapters 1 and 2 have had us using the ink machine and the ink pipes to get through the story, and we eventually end up at Boris. Provided that Boris was cloned, or that there were just multiple Borises, this could be the Boris that was going around breaking everything to make sure that the gods don't get their way. If there's just one Boris though, it would be even more exciting. This Boris could have been captured by some other character and chopped up to stop them from tearing the studio apart. And wouldn't you know it, the Meatly has previously released images showing Sammy Lawrence holding an axe, and having pictures associating Sammy with the axe. If this is the case, Sammy capturing Boris and silencing him may have been the first step in pleasing Bendy, who he believes will set himself and the others free. He makes the mistake of helping Henry fix the ink machine, however, and this may have given Boris a life force again. Many prodigies do believe that the ink represents the blood of the cartoons after all. 2. Boris's gaze. Look at Boris's expression in the picture. At first, it looks like Boris is looking at us, but let's take a closer look. What's that in the background? It looks like some kind of shadow. What this is a shadow of is a bit unclear. From what we've seen so far, I think it could be one of 3 things. One is that it could be a broken ink machine. In Chapter 2, there was a secret included where walking backwards into Ink Bendy's spawn zone would allow you to reach the door that Bendy guards. Sitting by the door would allow the player to hear whistling coming from the other side, as well as heaps of gears turning. In our previous theories and our analysis of the Chapter 3 trailer, we mentioned that the gears could be a reference to some kind of fixing puzzle in the next chapter, and we also noticed that there were blueprints for a second ink machine in Sammy's office. Whatever machine it is, perhaps the whistling we heard was from Boris while making some kind of adjustments to it. Secondly, it could be an ink cartoon. Perhaps Boris is hiding from an angry spirit like Ink Bendy. My third guess, which I think is the least likely, is some kind of higher power, and I'm referring to the gods mentioned in Wally Frank's audio cassette. 3. The message. Let's look at the message for a moment. It reads, "The ink demon is out there." The ink demon probably refers to Bendy, or it could refer to the gods that Joey Drew is trying to appease. An interesting thing about this message is that it sounds a lot like Wally Frank's catchphrase, "I'm outta here." Perhaps this is further proof that Wally could be Boris. 4. Team-friendly Boris. From what has been said and seen so far, it doesn't look like Boris is going to be hostile towards the player. Boris doesn't look like the most courageous character either, though. Number 5. The Alice Angel poster in the background. This seems to be further evidence towards Alice Angel being in Chapter 3, which I made a whole video about. Check it out by tapping the card that will appear in the top right. All I can say about this is Alice Angel hype. And 6. Overcast Angel. It looks like the shadow that we mentioned earlier is spread out across Alice Angel's poster, which seems like some kind of major foreshadowing. Couldn't help myself. Perhaps if the shadow is from an ink cartoon, Boris is actually witnessing the awake of Ink Alice. If it's actually the ink machine, perhaps Alice has something to do with them being fixed or broken. Perhaps because Alice is the newest introduced cartoon to the Bendy series, all of these weird things start to happen at Joey Drew's studio. Perhaps Susie Campbell is a witch, or whatever ink demon or god there is really concerned with Alice. Sent from above suggests that Alice may literally have been sent from above, somewhat of a fallen angel reference, or it could be some kind of reference to the ink demon that takes over the studio coming from above. It could even be a trick by Alice or this demon in question. What do you think? Since Bendy is a demon, he may want to eliminate Alice. The game has already provided a talk about the Bendy-Alice rivalry in Susie Campbell's audio recording, and this might actually be a hint to that. Perhaps Alice will present herself to us in a demonic form, or the ink demon is more focused on Alice than Bendy. Remember to subscribe and tap that bell for more cool and interesting horror game videos, and definitely for more Bendy. Prodigies, I really hope that these videos help you to expand on how you think, so it can help you with your thinking in your daily lives. See ya!
Okay.
Is your child below their growth curve? Pediasure is clinically proven to help kids grow. With its protein and 26 vitamins and minerals, it's the #1 choice for pediatricians, and kids love the taste.
Guys, this is unbelievable. We are not gonna run from the floating ink. Wanna join my gift card giveaway? Then subscribe to my channel, leave a like, hit that bell, check that box for all updates to be first in all my
Buds
videos,
wants to
and then
get
write
out.
a comment saying I subscribe so you can enter my giveaway. Hey guys, Dean from YouTube. Welcome back to another Bennnnndyyyyyy video. Now in today's video, guys, we're gonna do something incredible. I've been scrolling through my comment section and I noticed a lot of your comments such as, hey, what happens if you don't run from the floating ink in Chapter 1? Yeah, Chapter 1, what would happen if you don't run? Are you gonna die or something? And I've been thinking like, yeah, we haven't tried it before, so there is only one way to find out. Let's do it. I collected all items in this video. This is gonna be amazing, so I set the like target for this video. Can we reach
It's been 14 minutes.
1,000
Thank
likes
you
for this
so
video?
much
That's an
for
amazing goal.
watching. I hope
Can
you
we
had a
really
good
do
day.
it? If we
Goodbye.
do